Yeah, we back again with another one. Never lost it, you heard? It's your boy Bush. This situation was funny as hell to me when one of the officers that was a witness on the stand look up, he had thugs Richard Mille on. How much money you make a year, homie? He make about a good 30, 40 racks a year. Tell me how the fuck he got a Richard Mille on, you know? How did that happen? So, now Gotti defense attorney, I don't know why or whatever else, but he decided to grill the state's witness on Young Thug's missing Richard Mille. Well, Thug was on the internet somewhere talking about all the shit he was missing. Not really on the internet, but he put out a statement somewhere. Yo, they robbed his crib of millions. You could imagine. Because you know he didn't have his shit organized. He didn't have it like alphabeticalized in a compartment. None of that. He probably didn't have receipts for half the shit. You know what I mean? So, they came up that day. It was Christmas for them officers. Well, let's look at this. Look at Gotti's attorney at work as he grills these people. Let's see what's really going on.
Mr. Coco was going to show you a video. I just want to know if you recognize that video.
Okay.
Yeah, I see it. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. That's it. Would you play a piece of that?
Can I stop for a second? Is that going to show my face on camera?
No, we're not going to.
Okay, I just want to.
Her grimy ass scared to death. They gonna show my face on camera? Make sure they don't show my face. Don't get my face. You grimy mother.
I just want to make sure.
I'm not going to show you.
Okay. Yes, absolutely.
EST87 was good. We on tonight. We on.
Okay. Do you recognize that video?
I do.
I'm not going to publish this video, but I'd like to introduce DK15 into evidence.
Okay. It's admitted.
Okay, now I'm going to show you a still from the video.
Sure.
Okay, do you recognize that?
I do.
And do you recognize the individual in that?
That is me. I do.
Okay. I am going to introduce DK15A. And it's redacted. Are you okay with that redaction?
No objection.
Okay.
All right, and that's a still from the video.
Yes, it's DK15A. It's a still from the video, and it's been redacted to remove the image of Investigator Viverito.
Thank you. It's
Okay.
admitted.
Would you please publish DK15A? Okay. Who is in this still image from DK15?
That is me.
Okay. Do you recall when the...
You grimy brizzle. Look at her holding that watch. Holding her life in her hand. I need that.
this was taken?
That was on March 9th of 2020. May 9th of 2022
And where was it taken?
at 355 Allison Drive, Northeast, Atlanta, Georgia, 303.
In defense mode, you hear how she talking? That's how girls talk when they know they're in the wrong and they want to get through it quick. They get to talking fast, real defensive. You know what I mean?
342.
And whose home was that at the time?
The home of Jeffrey Williams.
And where in the home are you?
Should be the master bedroom closet leading to the bathroom.
You grimy.
And in the video that you watched, which I'm not publishing, again, because it has your image on it.
Correct.
What are you doing at that point in the video?
We're inventorying the jewelry and items that are in the home.
Okay. And is this image that is taken that's part of your inventorying procedure in the home? Is that correct?
It's a documentation procedure, yes.
Okay. And do you recognize what you're holding in your hand in this still image?
I do.
And what are you holding in your hand?
A watch of some sort.
Okay. Do you know if do you recognize that as a Richard Mille watch?
I guess, yes.
And that's a pink watch, correct?
It's pink and either pink and light pink or pink and white, yes.
It's a pink band, correct?
Correct.
And it has a white ceramic, I'll call it the body of the watch.
White, or, yeah, I guess it's white if you say so, yes.
Okay. after you took this image and you did this inventorying process, where did the watch go after this?
If you watch the video in its entirety, we're inventorying everything in the closet. There's a bunch of small boxes everywhere. So if you watch the video in its entirety, you take it and the watch is photographed like this, box is closed, it's taken and put up on the shelf in the upper left-hand corner, and the inventorying continues. And then jewelry starts getting packed up and getting ready for the evidence team to come and take it down to property.
Y'all thought y'all hit the lottery when y'all ran up in Thug House, and that DA probably told y'all, yeah, get him, fuck him. You know what I mean? He killed my lover. But anyway, y'all thought y'all hit the fucking lottery, and y'all hit the brick wall, because now y'all ass is getting questioned. Y'all dirty as hell. Foul, got caught. Y'all sloppy. You're supposed to cover your own ass. You're fucked up, and you are a part of it for sure. I could tell the way you talking.
Okay. Since November the 4th of this year, have you spoken to the state about this particular watch, the pink watch with the white band that I've been calling the Richard Mille or Richard Mille watch?
To the state, no, but I've seen Twitter coverage of it going missing or whatever you want to.
Maybe.
Well, no. I mean, there's a camera in here. They know that it's being live streamed. You just are not supposed to be watching it.
Oh.
And you asked that in the evidence. So
Well,
just keep moving.
I wasn't watching the trial, but my name.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Just keep moving.
Okay.
Unless you need to approach about something else.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. So tell me, and I'd like to know about this. Tell me in the whatever coverage you saw, what did you learn about this watch that came up in this trial?
Sustained. Well, yeah, sustained.
Okay. So after this watch was inventoried and you left it for, I'm sorry, who did you say takes the watch after the inventorying process?
Okay. So if you watch the video in its entirety.
Which I can't show here, but
Right.
go ahead.
But if you watched it, like I watched it, the watch gets boxed back up and placed up on the shelf, and it gets left there by the team as as an accident. It was left there. The home was then turned over to Mr. Williams Sr. and Mr. Garfield Lamond to take possession of the home.
And is it the normal process when you're taking jewelry from the home or high valued goods that you leave behind a $500,000 watch on a shelf?
First, I don't know the value of it. Second of all, like I said, there were numerous jewelry boxes. It was, if you watch the video, everybody in there had on body cameras. I made sure I was on camera at all times. There's cameras throughout the home. So
He's a lawyer.
you would be able to see if one of us removed a watch, the box remained in the closet. And like I said, the home was turned over to Mr. Williams Sr. and Mr. Garfield Lamond, who were the two people on scene that took custody of the home for Mr. Williams.
Okay.
That's a fact, ESC 87. You know one thing with females, I don't know, I can't tell if she black or white, but when females are back against the corner and they know they did something wrong and they backs against the wall, should I say, they get real catty, they get real, like I said, defensive, they start jumping at you and talking fast. Yeah, man, come on now. We ain't fooled.
Can we go back to my question?
Sure.
Sure. Is it the normal procedure to leave high valued items behind when you're doing a search and then a seizure pursuant to a warrant?
Objection on relevance and answer.
It wasn't answered, Your Honor.
Overruled.
I don't know if there's necessarily a procedure on what you take or what you don't. Like I said, it got left behind. There were other things, like other items of evidence that I had asked to be taken, such as photographs and artwork that had relevance to this case that were left behind by the evidence team. It was quite a big operation. There was a hostile crowd gathering at the bottom of the driveway, so we were trying to speed it up to get out of there.
So are you telling me that law enforcement has no procedure with what you do with high value items that are subject to it?
You see, he about to get her ass right now, but you know that funny police talk, hostile crowd? There was a hostile crowd when they see a bunch of niggas getting together talking. It's a hostile crowd.
A seizure warrant.
Objection on relevance, ask and answer.
It's asked and answered at this point.
Okay. So the watch you say was left behind. What else wasn't done according to your instructions at the home that day?
I believe there were two pieces of artwork that were One was Mr. Williams in a general uniform with snakes on his arm, and then one was Mr. Williams as like the Jesus at the Last Supper with all the people around him that I thought were relevant that were not taken. And like I said, it started to get pretty hostile out there, so we were trying to speed things up.
You said that there were many people with body cams in the
Correct.
home at the time. How many people, approximately at the time of this raid of the home, let's call it that, were wearing body cams?
Almost everybody.
And did these body cams capture Mr. Kendrick within the home?
I believe they caught Mr. Kendrick running from the home.
That's not the question I asked.
They caught him outside of the home. I don't know how to better come answer
Well,
the question.
it's either a yes, no.
No.
Is there body cam image of Mr. Kendrick within Mr. Williams' home?
The body camera image I saw was him running from the home.
Is there body cam image of
No.
Mr.
Answer
Williams
yes or no, and then you can explain.
in the home?
I haven't reviewed it, all of the entry team's body camera, but no.
Okay. Did you see Mr. Kendrick in Mr. Williams' home?
On that, by the time I arrived at the location, the entry was already made. So I did not. No.
You did not. Okay. Did you? There were approximately a half a dozen firearms found within the home, correct?
Correct.
Have you seen any images of Mr. Kendrick possessing any of those firearms?
I have not.
Have you seen any images of Mr. Kendrick near those firearms?
I have not.
There were drugs found in the home, correct?
Correct.
Did you see Mr. Kendrick with any of those drugs?
No.
Did you see Mr. Kendrick anywhere near any of those drugs?
No.
As far as you know, was Mr. Kendrick in actual possession of any of those drugs?
No, I wasn't there when they made entry.
Have you spoken to anyone? No, let me take that back. Did you speak to Mr. Kendrick at all at that time?
I did not.
Okay. As far as you know, did Mr. Kendrick have any of those drugs? As far as you know.
As far as I know, no.
And as far as you know, did he have any of those guns?
I just know he was in the home where they were located at some point that day.
Okay. Let's talk about the mob ties video for just a moment.
Yes.
So in that video, at the very end, right, we have Mr. Kendrick saying, excuse my language, saying, knock it off your big homie bitch, correct?
Correct.
Do you recall how many times that line was stated prior to Mr. Kendrick uttering that line at the very end?
Multiple.
And it was stated by 24 Heavy Ricky Hill, correct?
Correct.
And I believe he states it 3 times, right?
Correct.
So Mr. Kendrick is just repeating a line that someone else has written or someone else has said. He's repeating that at the end, correct?
I'm not sure who the writing credits go to, but he did say it at the end.
He's not freestyling it in that it's never been heard before in the song, correct?
Well, it wasn't part of the song. At that point, the song had ended, and he yelled it.
But it had been said 3 times before in the song, right?
Right.
So you're aware there's post-editing that lines can be put into music after the song is recorded, correct?
Right, but the context of how he was saying it, the way he said it, wasn't going along with the song.
Ooh, this is interesting. Tell me about that.
It was after the song had concluded, and he kind of yelled it out with Miss Raven, and I forgot who else was with him.
How do you determine that a song has concluded?
The video, the way it's portrayed in the video, I didn't edit it. The way that it's portrayed in the video has ended, and he utters it at the end after the song is concluded.
So what training have you had in music to know, when a song is ended in a particular video, when there's an utterance after a song is ended?
Are you asking me how I know when a song ends?
Yeah, how do you know this in this video? Like you've had training and expertise that tells you when a particular rap song ends and then something is just blurted out afterwards?
I mean, I've listened to the song independent of the video, and that's not on the track.
But it's in the video, correct?
Right, but when the song concludes, it's not part of the track.
Can we put up, I don't know, which one of y'all are throwing up exhibits? Can you put up 512 VV?
Yes.
Mr. Atkins, or thank you so much.
He had her on the rope, but she spun it good. I mean, she brought up the video, so she said the video ended. I thought the song ended. That was stupid. I mean, I think that was a waste of time what he did there, but it's all good. But back to that watch though. I ain't gonna get on that.
Yeah, it's okay. Thank you. I should have told you that. So, thank you though.
He nice. I don't trust him as a lawyer. He too nice.
Sorry, just give us a minute to get it up. Oh, okay. Okay. We'll talk about something just a moment while it's going to take a few minutes for this to get pulled up, okay? We'll come back to it, I promise. Again, I'm going to go back to the closet, and I apologize for jumping around.
Sure.
When you're in Mr. Williams, did you call it the jewelry closet?
No, it was a closet where there was a jewelry and other things, money, other things were stored.
Okay. When you're in that closet, do you recall in that video that you mentioned how valuable that watch is when you pull it up?
I don't believe so.
I can play that for you so you can hear that.
You can. I don't. Yeah, if you'd like to.
I'll be careful.
You dirty.
Are we playing the video or just the audio?
I just want to do the audio, so I'm going to make sure we can get that done.
Well, that ought to not pose a problem.
I want to make sure we can technically do that without having an issue.
On it? Okay.
Hurry up.
I mean, he could just play it from his laptop if that's an easier way to do it, as long as the jury can hear it.
Okay, can you turn it up?
Just put a mic next to your speaker on
We can
your
do it for you.
laptop.
She's sitting in the chair right now. You know you said it. He was like, oh, you know how expensive this watch is? Now the watch come up missing, you dirty, bro.
Yeah, we can do it from here.
What's the deal?
Ferguson Good Slams? Yeah. Oh, all right, so much to just say no. All the cars, minus the Mustang, contain either thug or guns, name it.
I'm not sure that's working. There's a lot of an echo there.
Yeah, that's not working.
And there's
Just go show. We'll just play it for you so you can see that.
Y'all suck.
I just don't want to risk your image being shown.
I appreciate you, Ms. Weinstein.
He said it. What's up with the audio and visual and them courts? Get that shit together. You would think when they upload the evidence or give the evidence to the courts that they have it ready to be played. You feel me? It's been real wacky on this whole case. It's been terrible. Terrible thing.
Ferguson pitch lane. Yeah. All the way. All the way. Well, all right, so just so you know, all the cars, minus the Mustang, contain either thug or guns, name it. One of the vehicles with one of the Porsches contain whispers and
USA.
I'm gonna put all the jewelry in this. We have an evidence bag.
I have a second.
You don't hear it in there?
I don't make that remark, no.
Okay.
You knew she was gonna say that.
Not for all that.
What was the first watch?
That was you, mama.
I made it, like you said, I made it about the first watch that made it to.
I mean about the first watch,
Yeah.
which was also a Richard Mille watch, or Mill.
I don't
know how to pronounce it. So you did make it about the first Richard Mill, just not the
That is
second
in
Richard Mill.
evidence.
Okay.
Dirty cops got caught jacking. I was watching 7-5 Precinct, that documentary. You know, they covered their ass, but they ended up getting caught too. But you dirty cops, man, that's a damn shame. I mean, I know y'all want the, you know, you need to come up. You ain't making that much money. But the Richard Mille, though, you could have went for something smaller than that. Man, so yeah, Gotti defense attorney decided to go at them about that when I think Thug's lawyer, he wasn't on that. He's like, I don't even care about that. Just get my client out. But that's using, you know, to judge their character, these cops' characters, and now they could be lying about other things and things like that to mount up the evidence, the trumped up charges against Gotti. Gotti facing I think he facing life or some crazy shit like that. Got some bodies on him, so they trying every way they can. But it was entertaining to see this damn cop squirming in the chair after she fucking picked up, you know, got the sticky finger syndrome and start picking up shit in the man's house. I love that. Ain't nothing better to see when them cops get caught up in some shit. I'll be watching that shit on YouTube. Y'all check that out. I might start reacting to that shit because that shit be funny as hell. Anyway, that was another reaction video from your boy Bush. We about to get the fuck out of here. I gotta go make me something else to eat. I'm hungry as hell. But man, wasn't that funny?